Let's make a cute bandana wreath for Christmas. Hello, I am Katie from the craftyblogStalker.com, and if you love Christmas crafts and decorating for the holidays, then this tutorial is for you. And make sure to hit that subscribe button. Here are the supplies I will use to make the Christmas wreath. I do have a complete supply list with links in the description of this video and in the step-by-step tutorial on my website. I'm going to start with the green bandanas. The first thing is to cut them in half. I will use this fold line right here as my guide. I've got a sharp pair of scissors. It doesn't have to be perfect. And while I'm here, I'm also going to take out this tag. Just rip it out. Repeat with all 14 bandanas, so I have 28 half pieces. All of my bandanas have been cut in half. So now I'm just going to begin wrapping these around my 16-inch wire wreath form. To do that, I'm just going to fold them in half so our ends are together and there's a loop on the one end. Put the loop underneath the wreath and then put those ends through the loop and pull it tight. I'm just going to continue that all the way around. All of my bandanas are now tied on. I'm going to turn it over. Now I'm just going to fluff it and pull these different ends apart to make the wreath look more full and cover up some of those holes that are close to the knots. I'll just go all the way around. I'm all fluffed. Oh, and I love how that looks. That looks so good. I have another bandana wreath tutorial on my website for the 4th of July. And one comment that I hear on that post is, how do you keep it from drooping? I live in the desert, so it's really dry here, so I don't have a problem with the fabric drooping and hanging over. If you live in a more humid area, you may have that problem. I suggest using a fabric stiffener, and now is when you would apply that fabric stiffener to keep it nice and fluffy and standing upright like this. You may have noticed this single red bandana, and this is what we're going to use to make the bow on the front. I've got a pair of scissors, and I'm going to cut one of these rectangles. I don't want the edge, I want a center. Take this strip and cut a length out of the center of this so it still has the design on it. This is what we're going to wrap around the bow. Here is my glue gun. I've got my strips of my red bandana here. Start with this bigger one. Fold the two ends so they meet together and add a little bit of glue to keep those ends together. I'm going to create a little hem on both sides of our bow just with hot glue. You could also do this with an iron if you'd prefer. I'm going to use this little finger protector so I don't burn my finger, which I am prone to do. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's the back of the bow, so it won't be seen. Just that side. Do the same to this side. I'm going to just start scrunching, just pinching up a little bit at a time. That would be our bow. I want to make sure that I'm pinched in the middle. Now I have this little piece right here sticking out, which I don't love. So I'm going to turn it back over and glue that in. Do the same thing, just repeat and pinch. I want to make sure that I'm pinching it there in the middle, and that looks good. I'm going to grab my little finger protector, turn it over, and add some glue there to the center. And just hold it there with my finger. And wait a minute so it can cool. I've got this strip. I'm going to do the same, just kind of scrunch it up and wrap around the center of our bow. Just a couple of times. Before I glue everything down, I want to make sure that it's even. I think that's pretty even. So I'm going to tie a knot here in the back. Grab my finger protector again and just glue those ends down. And there is our cute bow. Oh, that looks so cute. Bring my wreath back in. Find where we want to glue it. I think right there is great. Put a big glob of glue right where that bow is going to go. Push it into that glue. The wreath can be left as is. It is super cute. But to decorate it a little bit more, I got some pom-poms to make some little holly berries. I originally got these 1-inch pom-poms, but they don't quite match my red bandana. I happen to have these pom-poms that are like some little tinsel pom-poms, and they match better. So I'm going to use these, even though in the supply list I showed these, but we're going to use these sparkly ones. I'm just going to glue them together in a bunch of 3 like that. add a dot of glue, add a pom-pom, and then add a pom-pom. So they're in bunches of 3. I'm gonna glue them right inside that knot. And there is my finished wreath. I absolutely love how this turned out. It is so cute. Isn't that gonna look so cute hanging on my front door? And it would look cute hanging on your front door too. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you over at my website, thecraftyblogstalker.com. Thanks everyone. Bye and happy crafting.